Hi there.
G'day, Coach. How you doing? Look a little bit sad there. It's going to be one of these videos. The ones that I never wanted to make. But I have no choice but to make it. Onion, can you bring me the water, please? I want to dab me eyes. Make it look like I'm crying.
Hi there. I get no pleasure from making this video.
Yeah, you are going to get pleasure. Because the video is about attacking Andy and Ralph. It's very well done, though.
And I'm not going to get any kind of pleasure posting it.
Again, yeah, you are. Because the whole idea of creating this narrative, choosing your videos wisely, and posting it is so that you can get some pleasure from it by attacking, as I said earlier, Andy and Ralph. None of us are fooled.
But I thought I ought to. You're going to see two clips. One is of my 3-year-old son.
And if there's one thing I hate more than anything else in the world, it's people using their children to garner some kind of emotional reaction or for an agenda. And this is exactly what you're doing, Coach. Don't try and deny it.
Take a look.
What? Are you scared? Is it Cobra? A what? Yeah, I see it. Whoa, that's right. Oof. You scared? Yeah, good. Right up. Come here, say look down. What's your name? Oh, I'm serious. And how old are you? And how old are you? 4. What's your birthday?
Absolutely beautiful kid. So now that you've shown us your child, the next step is to add some kind of medical condition, whether it's true or not. You have to add a medical condition. Hey, don't blame me. I don't make the rules up. Nice pause. I can do it too.
Now, my son has a very serious kidney condition. It's not life-threatening, thank goodness, but potentially he could lose his kidney, and it has me, of course, very worried.
I am sorry to hear that, Coach. That is, if it's true. I have no idea why a parent would lie about that. So I'm just going to take it at face value and assume that it's true. And the reason I say that is because it's very hard to believe you. I mean, you are such a good actor in front of the camera. It's hard to tell fact from fiction or truth from lie. But we'll assume this is true, and it is something that is going to make you very emotional. And I wish the best for your child. I wish no ill will. But using your child in this situation really pisses me off.
Now, I told this in confidence to Andy Worski, the YouTuber.
And Andy has not broken that confidence unless you twist the narrative.
I told him because I was going to have to postpone work on the documentary that I'd filmed when in Knoxville, the whole documentary about his non-fight with Tonka Saw.
There's no reason to bring up why you told Andy, unless you just want to have a jab at the non-fight, which you just did.
And I told him in confidence to explain why the editing was going to be delayed.
There was really no need to tell Andy about your child. Just say the editing is going to be late. Unless you're Coach Red Pill, where you give information out that may or may not be true so that you can utilize it later on at a later date for a different purpose. Like, oh, I don't know. This would be a good example.
And I told him to keep it to himself.
And how did that conversation go down? Hey, Andy, I've got a 3-year-old son and he's got a kidney condition that isn't life-threatening. Don't tell anyone. Really, Coach? Really? And how would that conversation go if Andy did tell someone? Oi, Ralph, Coach Redpill's got a 3-year-old son that's got a kidney condition that isn't life-threatening. Come on, Coach. You've got to do better than this.
Now you're going to see another clip right now. It's of Ethan Ralph and Andy Worski driving to Florida. Do keep in mind there are some racial epithets thrown around at first, but they are necessary for context.
But they're not needed for context. You're such an open book, Coach. I mean, your mind is just so easy to read. You've left this in because you want people to see that Andy and Ralph are racist. That's what you want. You want people to watch your video and go, oh my God, they're racist. That's the only reason you left it in. There was no context for your child. But continue. Such an easy fucking book to read.
Near the end of the clip is the key moment.
Of course it is. But later on we'll give a little bit more context.
What the fuck is that?
I think it's the Greyhound bus next to us.
This Greyhound bus smelling fucking...
Dude, there's a lot of
Smells like-
people on there.
smells like a lot of non-white happening in that bus. True as for 5 says Ralph in the bathroom eating nachos while knicker. Oh, that smells like awful.
Hey, Carolina. Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, what the?
Why does North Carolina smell
SoCal,
like
you
a porta
fart.
potty?
It smells like Coach's dead baby decomposing.
More like Sargon.
So, what do we have to say about? Okay, and
Let's go to Roanoke and see who
And-
disappeared.
Yeah. Funny. The death of a child. Yeah. That's very funny.
No, Coach. It's not funny. And we know you mean it's not funny too. The death of a child is never funny. But what if we add some context to the joke that was said in bad taste? What if we were to say that you, Coach, had a mistress whilst you were married? Now, if that's something that your wife knows about and you agree to do, that's fine. Now, you've denied this, and that's fine. But by denying it means you are aware of it. So you are aware of this narrative that is going around about you having a mistress, and that mistress got pregnant, and you apparently forced this mistress to have an abortion. Whether or not this is true or not, Coach, is irrelevant. What is relevant is that you know about this narrative because you deny this narrative. So by knowing about this narrative, you in turn know the joke was in reference to that abortion that your mistress had, that you forced her to have, according to the story. So if you know what this joke is in reference to, then you know that you are grabbing your 3-year-old child, putting your 3-year-old child on camera to milk this situation. Boo-hoo, poor me, Warski and Ralph want my child to die. Coach, fuck off. We can see through you. What a fucking low act to use your child in a video to milk it, to milk this situation. Because why? Why would you want to do this? Let's find out together in Coach's own video.
Look, I had a falling out with Andy Warski and Ethan Ralph.
Ding, 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 ding. And we have a winner. This is why Coach Red Pill wants to do this video. To have a jab, to milk the situation. Poor me. I've had a falling out with these two and they're attacking me. They're attacking my child. Coach, you are full of shit. You do some good acting and we can see that in this video. And you know why I say it's acting? Because you know the narrative. You know about the mistress. Now, am I saying it's true? Am I saying that this narrative about your mistress that you forced to have an abortion is true? No, I'm not saying it's true. I have no idea if it's true or not. My point is, you know about it. And if you know about it, then you damn well know what they were referring to. And if you know what they were referring to, then this whole video is absolute bullshit. And it's not only just bullshit, it exposes you for who you truly are. And I am glad my mind does not work like yours does. Fucking sick cunt using your kids. You know, if I was in America and I saw this video, I'd be straight over to your house and I'd smack the absolute shit out of you for using your child. You should be absolutely ashamed of yourself.
But I can say hand to heart that I would never say anything like that to them.
No. You're more of a sneaky cunt. You kind of like rewrite a narrative, forget certain things, do a video, you know, making sure you leave certain things in so people can say, oh, that person's a Nazi. Oh, that person is a racist. And then you change things so it looks like they're attacking your child. Boo-hoo. That's the kind of cunt you are. And that's worse.
I despise them.
Oh, I can tell that.
But I wouldn't wish ill on any of their family members, nor have I.
Are you sure about that? Or are you neglecting or ignoring the fact that by calling somebody a racist, leaving that footage in to show them as being a racist and accusing them of going after your child, are you hoping that someone that watches your video will go after them and by extension, their family? I'm sure you've thought about that, but you don't give a fuck about that, do you?
I just want you to see what kind of people Ethan Ralph and Andy Warski really are.
Oh, funny story. I'm doing the same thing. I'm using your video to show others exactly what type of person you are. Fucking ironic, that.
Because I was blinded for a while, but now I can see clear as day. And I hope you do too.
Oh, I've never been blinded to you. But I hope that others who watch your channel that have been blinded to you also can now see.
He lies about me and says that at Knoxville, I told him in confidence that I'd convinced a girlfriend of mine to have an abortion. Now, that's a flat-out lie.